Welcome to Yost Ice Arena for today's Saturday matinee hockey game between the Michigan Wolverines and the UMass Minutemen. We welcome you today. It's January 8th, 2022, the first Wolverines game of 2022. The last one against Western Michigan had to be canceled. Michigan comes in today, number 6 team in the country at 14-6-1 against Massachusetts Minutemen at 10-4-2, the reigning national champion UMass Minutemen. They're returning 17 players from last year's Frozen Four winning side, and we'll look to continue that today against an out-of-conference opponent in Michigan. Michigan starts on the ice with number 94 Marcus Stappa, Nolan Moyle, Garrett Van Wy, Owen Power, and captain Nick Blankenberg. UMass starts with Bobby Trevino, Josh Lopina, Garrett Waits, Matthew Kessel, and Ryan Ufko. Ryan, what are we looking for today? What are you looking to see out of Wolverines?
I think it's got to be a really aggressive game. I mean, the Minutemen are a very strong hockey team, very strong defensively. I think Michigan's going to need to come out strong, start hitting immediately, and try to get some points on the board early.
Michigan
goals on the board.
wins the initial face-off. A little pressure in the offensive zone. Owen Power now has it behind the Michigan net, up to Van Wy. Van Wy to Blankenberg. Blankenberg, stick handles, up to Stappa, loses the puck, back into the zone. And Portillo will cover that. Portillo passed it out to Blankenberg. Blankenberg, the captain, leads the team in blocked shots. Gives it off to Matty Beniers, the Seattle Kraken draft pick. Beniers skates it up the left side. Johnson asks for a pass, doesn't get it, around the boards in the UMass zone. UMass up the left side with Lebster. Lebster gets it in deep, and Portillo's got it behind the Michigan net. Michigan with a long pass to Kent Johnson.
Beautiful pass there between two Massachusetts players.
Kent Johnson gets it back to Luke Hughes, the freshman. Luke dumps it along the boards. UMass gains control, but Michigan keeps it in with Jack Summers, and Michigan a shot, and then they score! An early goal, a minute and 15 seconds in. It's Brendan Brisson, the Las Vegas Knights draft pick. What a goal. What a start for Michigan.
Beautifully played. Like I just said, you got to come out strong against UMass. That's exactly what the team did, you know. They had a couple of hard times. They had to set up in the back of the ice in their own territory, but they're able to get a beautiful-looking shot, and it just went straight in. First shot of the game, actually.
First shot of the
Hard
game.
to believe.
A beautiful pass by Matty Beniers up to Brisson. It's Brisson's 12th goal of the year, and that's exactly the start Michigan and Mel Pearson want for their side today. Michigan has the puck in their own zone, trying to get it out. It's number 73, Ethan Edwards. Sam Iskevich up the boards, and UMass regains control. They lose it, and it's back out to Jack Summers. Jack Summers, number 6, gives it to Ethan Edwards, the freshman. Edwards skates it up, dumps it in the zone, and Michigan goes for a defensive line change. UMass has it in their own zone with Lawton back. Now it's Owen Power, the number 1 overall pick, skates it in the zone, looks for a shot. It goes wide left and out of the zone. And Keaton Pearson is going to have to settle it for the Wolverines. Pearson looks for Owen Power. Owen Power can't do much with it, and it goes to
Owen Power
Oliver McDonald. It's now number 19 for UMass. They get it up the boards to Kessel, but Michigan staying strong in the defensive zone, and it's Keaton Pearson who comes away with it. Owen Power looks for the outlet pass, gets Dylan Duke. Duke gets back to Morgan, Morgan back to Power, and Michigan and UMass are both going to change their lines. Michigan up 1-0 here. We're about 3 minutes in. Michigan versus UMass here.
Owen Powers passed it over to Blankenberg for a moment, but he's going to be taking it up the middle.
Blankenberg's got it, dumps it in along the right side. Michigan tries to keep the puck in the zone. They can't. Michigan has dominated possession here early. It goes back to Scott Morrow, but Michigan gets it back with their captain, Blankenberg. Moyle looks for it. Garrett Van Wy. He's got the open net. Looks for the pass, and it does not go in. Garrett Van Wy had a wide open net, decides to pass it instead. Does not get the goal. It's going to be icing, and Michigan will get a face-off in the UMass zone. That was a pretty clear-cut chance there, wasn't it?
That was a very beautiful look. It looked like it went in for a moment, but
Yeah.
it just went right behind the net. Really just can't ask for more open shot than that.
The UMass defense, a little soft to begin with. It's going to be number 10, Josh Lapina again on the face-off. Michigan wins it. They dump it in along the boards. It's behind the net. It's Beniers. Beniers, stick handling, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson with some stick handling, the magician. Up the right side, and UMass is able to clear the zone, but Summers has it for Michigan back in their defensive third. Summers looks to bring up the attack. Summers along the right boards, gets hit on the right side. Beniers chases. Ken Johnson recovers. Back along the boards, trying to swing it around. And it's Brisson, the goal scorer, who still has the puck, battling the UMass defender. And it's number 7, Cal Kifuk, for UMass to take it out of the zone. A sloppy Michigan turnover, but they recover with Pearson, and he skates behind the Michigan net. 15:52 left in the first period here. UMass regains possession along the midway line. A little physical play over by the Michigan bench.
Michigan will regain control of this one.
Yep. It's Owen Power at the blue line. Passes it. Skating around. Blankenberg's got it back, the captain. He's fighting along the boards. Gets it to Samoskevich. Back to Blankenberg. Goes for the little wraparound, and that's covered by Matt Murray, the goaltender.
Had a decent look at it, but just right into the defender's pads. Not only Michigan's third shot on goal for the day compared to UMass's nothing.
Yeah, Michigan has definitely been the more aggressive team to come out here. Like you said, they needed to start off strong, and UMass doesn't have anything to show for it yet.
Their defense, like you said, this is definitely not the defensive start I imagine the Minutemen really wanted headed into this game. Michigan has been, they took the first shot, they made the first goal, and it has just been all Wolverines since then.
It's the UMass first line here. It's Lopino taking the faceoff against Van Wy. And it's Lopino who wins it. UMass takes it up the side. Kessel dumps it deep, and it's going to be an icing with Blankenberg recovering. We'll do it again.
About 15, still only 15 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first period. Not even 5 minutes into the game. Of course, still plenty of game time left, but I really do like what I'm seeing from the Wolverines so far.
Yes. It's going to be a replay of that faceoff. It's going to be Lopina, the Anaheim Ducks draft pick, against Garrett Van Wy, the senior out of Seattle, Washington.
A lot of draft picks for NHL draft picks on both teams.
On both
coming
these
into
teams.
This game.
Van Wy rips a shot right at the goaltender. He's going to save that pretty easily, Matt Murray. Matt Murray this year has started 16 games at goaltender for UMass with a 2.21 goal against and a 9.25 save ratio. He's 10-4-2 on the season. So that means he started every game for UMass, the same as Eric Portillo has for the Wolverines. This time it's going to be number 23, Jimmy Lambert, taking the face-off against Ryan Sullivan. And after a little scrum, Michigan ends up winning the face-off. It's going to be Dylan Duke battling for the puck along the end line. UMass trying to clear their lines. Michigan has the puck along the side, gets it back up to the top to Summers. Summers back down in the middle to Duke. Duke along the left boards, gets it to Morgan. Morgan back to the point. A shot deflected, and that's going to go out of play. It's going to be a face-off. A little wrister from the blue line from Ethan Edwards.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do believe that puck just completely hit his shoe and just went completely out of play there.
Yeah, it's a good block by UMass. Now it's going to be center Johnny Beecher taking the face-off against number 11, Lucas Mercury, the Carolina Hurricanes draft pick. It's number 11, Samoskevich, who rips a shot off the boards just wide left. UMass gains possession of the puck with Bollinger. Bollinger sends it around deep, trying to get some pressure off the UMass defense, but UMass really hasn't been able to keep it in the zone. It's Lautenbach who gets it around. Portillo tries to keep it along the boards. Owen Power now battling for it on the left side of Michigan's defensive zone. A careless turnover there, which results in a shot that Portillo saves pretty comfortably.
Very beautifully blocked by the goalie there.
Pastajov gets the puck, tries to stick handle around Felix, and Michigan, too many players trying to get the puck at once, but they're able to recontrol it with Power now in the defensive zone.
That was UMass's first real control offensively of the puck that it feels like they've had.
And Blankenberg skates into his own net. A little trip and fall.
Going to dislodge it from the goal net. Playable pause as they set it back together.
Nothing malicious. There's no offensive attack. Just a little slip and fall.
Yeah. Just skated backwards. Didn't quite see where he was going.
Yeah. Pretty good turnout here. The children of Yost. Full packed student section for the Wolverines.
You love to see it.
Yeah. First game of the new year. A little Saturday matinee. It's going to be number 10, Maddie Beniers, taking the faceoff against number 27, Anthony Del Gaizo. Michigan wins the faceoff with Brisson.
Nearly turned over, but thankfully the defense was able to regain control.
Brisson back to Power. Power is going to skate it up the left side, up to Blankenberg, the captain. Blankenberg rips a shot, goes up and over the net. I don't know if that was deflected or if it just went a little too high, but Michigan's been able to sustain some pretty aggressive attack on the right side.
For sure. It might have been a little too much power on that shot, but still, I mean, that gets UMass scared, you know. Michigan's already got a 1-0 lead, only 13 and a half minutes left in the first period. Michigan's 4 shots to the Minutemen's 1.
It's going to be Van Wy taking the faceoff against Lopina. Lopina wins the faceoff, gets it up to Ufko. Ufko gets it up the right side. And it's going to be UMass taking it in the zone, but they're going to have to reset with the potential offsides. Ufko has the puck, has possession for the Minutemen. Up the left side, and it looks like Luke Hughes is going to be able to regain possession of this one. He falls, trips, almost turns it over, but now it sends Michigan on a breakaway with Van Wy up the right side. It's a 2-on-2. Van Wy tries to find Estapa. He can't, but Estapa does eventually regain control on the left side for the Wolverines. Takes a shot at the net, deflected.
Minutemen's defense just all over that breakaway, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to be Moyle behind the net, battling for it with Estapa, along with Matthew Kessel, this St. Louis Blues draft pick. And it looks like there's going to be a stoppage of play, a face-off, which is going to allow UMass to change their whole 5 on the ice.
Michigan going to make some substitutions as well.
Yep. Michigan looks to have Maddie Beniers. This is the goal scoring line for Michigan. It's Beniers, Kent Johnson, and Brisson. That's been their main source of offense this year. UMass does win the faceoff though, and it's going to be Harding battling for the puck on the right side. Harding wins the puck, dumps it over to the left side. No one there though for the Minutemen. Summers against Sullivan. And Michigan regains control of the puck with Kent Johnson along the left side of the Michigan defensive zone. Beniers stick handles, gets it to Brisson. Brisson, a little cute backwards pass to get it out of the Michigan zone. Brisson now battling for it, gets hit. He's being pushed out on the ice right now. It's going to be Beniers taking it up on a 2-on-2 for Michigan. Looks for some help. It's Kent Johnson, rips a shot high and wide though.
Going to go a little too far up, a little too much power on that one.
Yeah, Pearson gets it around to Brisson. Brisson and Johnson battling for the puck behind the net, but it's going to be Mercury who takes it away for the Minutemen. UMass with a little more sustained pressure, but Michigan still dominating possession here. Kent Johnson skates around in the Michigan defensive zone, stick handles it up, doesn't pass it, and it's going to be an offside against the Wolverines.
Definitely was trying to make something happen there, trying to get the Wolverines to reset, but just couldn't get anything going there.
Yeah, it's Kent Johnson's MO. He's a stick handler. He's the guy that makes things happen usually for the Wolverines. He had the assist earlier today, so we've got 11:42 left in the first period. It's 1-0 Wolverines. UMass wins the faceoff, and it's going to be Scott Morrow who looks for Del Gaizo on the right side. Gets it to Lebster. Michigan with Pearson regains possession. Pearson up to Morgan. Morgan taps it along into the UMass zone. UMass is able to regain possession, and now it's a breakaway for Delgaizo. Delgaizo's one-on-one, and Pearson is able to close the angle down. Fantastic defense by Michigan there. Michigan's got it with Pearson behind the net. Pearson looks for Morgan. Morgan skating up the left side. He's got a 2-on-2. He's got Duke in support. Takes it, runs to the ref. Duke shoots it, and it's just off the pads of Matt Murray. A good chance for the Wolverines, but nothing to show for it.
Brilliant save by Murray, might I add.
Yeah, scrum along the right side. Ends up with UMass getting possession. Delgaizo up to Keefe. And Portillo settles it along the Michigan defensive zone. It's going to be Luke Hughes taking it up for the Wolverines now. Looks for Van Wy. Moyle gets it into the UMass zone. UMass now taking it up with Matt Kessel and Ryan Ufko. Ufko passes it. Now it's Trevino. Trevino takes a shot, blocks pretty easily by Portillo. Now it's Lopina. Lopina battling with Van Wy. Van Wy is able to get it to Blankenberg. Blankenberg to Luke Hughes. The Michigan's able to clear their zone. Estapa looks to take UMass on the break. He's got a 1-on-2. Tries a little backhand, and it's saved by number 31, Matt Murray. All right, 10 minutes in, Ryan. What do we think of Michigan and UMass's performance so far?
Michigan looks really great. Defensively, they're making a lot of big stops. You know, a minute ago, UMass had what looked like a really sure thing breakaway. Nobody there, but Michigan was able to play it defensively really strong, force them to circle back around, and, you know, they just couldn't get anything going on that. You got to be really proud of Michigan right out the, start jumping right out of face-off and making that first goal. It's got the Minutemen playing from behind, which I think they're not really used to this early.
It is. There are 10 minutes left here in the first period. A little cleaning of the ice here. It's 1-0 Wolverines. Michigan is coming off of a 0-0 tie against Michigan Tech. Ryan, you know the last time Michigan has played in a 0-0 tie?
Can't say I know this fact.
67 years ago was the last time they played in a 0-0 tie. It was in 1954 against Michigan State. Dwight Eisenhower was the president.
Wow.
So it's been a while. So people who were at that game got to see something historic. But this is a much better start for the Wolverines here. Up 1-0 already.
Very evenly matched against Michigan Tech. But this one, don't want to make assumptions, but Michigan has certainly looked like the stronger team so far.
Yeah, Michigan has looked like the stronger team. But we have seen throughout this year, I remember against Notre Dame, Michigan had a couple-goal lead. They took the foot off the gas pedal, allowed Notre Dame back into the game. They lost that one in overtime. So Michigan's got to keep the foot on the gas, keep the aggressive possession going, and they should be good here today. All right, it's going to be Marcus Stapa taking the face-off against number 10, Josh Lopina, on the first line for UMass. And it's going to be Estapa winning the faceoff. However, UMass is able to get the puck back, and it's going to be Ufko and Kessel settling it in the UMass zone.
Michigan unable to take control after winning that faceoff.
Yeah. It's going to be Trevino on the left side. Trevino tries the centering pass, looking for Waite. Waite kicks it back behind the net, unable to do anything with it. Estapa back to Van Wy. Van Wy up the left side, looking for Moyle, but Kessel settles it. Kessel against Moyle. Some aggressive forechecking there by Moyle, but Kessel's able to handle it. Moyle goes to the left side to Morrow. Morrow, number 23. A little stick handling. Back to Farmer. Farmer up the left side, looking for McDonald, and that's going to be a high sticking, it looks like.
Yeah, whistle is not 100% sure. The whistle was called.
Yeah, but it's going to be a face-off. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a high stick against UMass here.
Ah.
So 9 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first period. 1-0 Michigan. It's going to be Beecher taking the face-off against number 19, Ryan Sullivan. Sullivan wins the face-off, gets it back to Scott Morrow. Morrow gets it across to his defensive partner, Ty Farmer. Farmer up the side looking for Harding. Harding losing possession. Michigan gets it back a stretch pass, looking for Samoskevich, cannot connect, and UMass has got it behind their net. Settle it with Morrow. Morrow tries to get it up to McDonald. McDonald can't settle it. It's Pastajov who gets knocked down. No tripping call.
Yeah, no call there. Definitely
Yeah.
not sure how much I agree with that.
Samoskevich up to Pastajov, and now Colin Felix has it in the UMass zone. All the way back down to the Michigan net, and that is going to be an icing. So Michigan will get a face-off in the UMass zone with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here. It's going to be the goal-scoring line on the ice here for the Michigan Wolverines with Brisson, Matty Beniers at the center, and Kent Johnson on the right wing with Luke Hughes and captain Nick Blankenberg at the point. Referee's just taking a broken stick off the ice here, and we are ready for the face-off between Sullivan and Beniers. Sullivan's going to win that face-off. However, Michigan making it tough for UMass to regain possession. They get it out in front of their net with Bollinger.
Very
Michigan
risky pass from the Minutemen there.
Yeah, back to the center of the ice, and a shot that's saved. Luke Hughes now has it on the left side for the Michigan Wolverines. Battling on the boards with number 22, Jerry Harding. And that is going to be a penalty, it looks like, against the Minutemen, the first of the game. Oh.
Not going to see what the call is.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a penalty. 2 minutes for holding. It's going to be number 22, Jerry Harding, the junior from Canton, Massachusetts, heading to the box. And we are looking at our first Michigan power play of the day.
Very crucial here. You know, Michigan continues to add the pressure. I think they have a really good shot at making something great happen.
Michigan,
UMass, apologies.
Michigan number at 27.3% on the power play this year. That's third in the nation against the Massachusetts 83.3% penalty kill. It's 23rd in the nation. So we'll look to see if Michigan can take advantage of their one-man advantage. Michigan gets it back to the point with Power. Power on the left side. Gets it in the middle. It's Blankenberg at the point. He shoots. Deflected high. Back to Pastajov, and UMass is able to tip it out of the zone with their captain, Trevino. Portillo settles it behind the net, and Michigan looks to start their next attack. It's Power bringing it up the ice. Gets it back to number 19, Brendan Brisson. Brisson tries to stick handle it. Owen Power regains possession after the lost puck. Brisson on the right side now. Looks for the shot, wide left. Kept in the zone by Pastajov. Pastajov on the left wing. Stick handles it. Back to Samoskevich behind the net. Samoskevich makes a man miss. Stick handling in the middle. And looks for a backhand shot that's saved by the goalie Murray. Michigan able to keep possession. Samoskevich in the middle. Looks for the shot. Deflected again. Michigan has been able to get a couple shots on goal during this this power play.
Michigan looking very strong on this power play.
Yeah.
Surprised they haven't come up with anything so far, but still about 50 seconds left in it.
50 seconds left on this power play. Luke Hughes has it for Michigan behind their net. He skates it up against Lautenbach. Beniers takes it, gets it over to Kent Johnson. Kent Johnson to Lambert. Lambert playing with Hughes. Hughes has it back on the left point. Gets it to Beniers. Beniers on the right wing. Beniers looks to take it in. Beniers back to Hughes on the point. Does a little spin move, gets it back to Beniers. Cross ice pass to Johnson. Johnson gives a little hand signal, but is too slow with the puck and is dispossessed by number 14, Ryan Lautenbach.
Only 15 seconds left in the power play.
Michigan still has it in the zone. A great job by Luke Hughes. Stick handling to keep it in the zone. A risky pass. Gets it to the middle of the ice. Beniers cannot handle it, and UMass regains possession. It looks like they're going to kill this power play, Ryan.
Very tragic to see, but you know, you can't be disappointed in Michigan in that. They really gave it their all. They had a lot of great shots. I mean, unfortunately, that's just how power play is. It's not a guaranteed goal every time, but they certainly did not stop them from trying.
A lost stick there by number 3, Ty Farmer. Gets it up to number 9 for UMass. Back to Morrow in the center, but it's knocked away by Summers. A great defensive play there by Michigan. Back to the front of the net. And a fantastic save by Portillo. He's all the way on his belly, stretched out, trying to save that puck from going in the net.
Beautiful dive there. Likely held off Minutemen for making the equalizer goal here.
Michigan able to clear their lines, but back into the zone by the Minutemen. flips it in to the UMass zone. It's behind the net. It's number 11, Lucas Mercury for the Minutemen. UMass now with Ty Farmer bringing it up to Harding. Harding along the left side. Gets back to McDonald, looks for the shot, hits Owen Power in the leg, and is able to gain possession. Up to Dylan Duke, who now loses possession to number 4, Matthew Kessel. Kessel up to McDonald along the left side for UMass. And it's Ufko and Kessel back, trying to regain possession. Along the left boards, Portillo is able to get a pass out to Dylan Duke in the Michigan zone. Duke back to Power. Michigan having a little trouble getting out of their zone here. Pearson up the right side.
UMass really bringing the intensity there for a moment.
UMass now starts on their break with number 8, Trevino. Trevino still has it along the left side. Tries to dump it into Waite. Waite down to Lopina. Lopina back to Waite. Looks across the net, and it's a goal! Michigan caught not paying attention, and it's going to be a goal for the UMass Minutemen. That's what happens. They've been out of possession pretty much the whole first period. They get a little look, not enough pressure from the Michigan defense. A little sloppy play from Luke Hughes. Blankenberg allows the backdoor goal. I don't know if that ended up going in off Lopina or Trevino.
Not quite sure from the replay.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to claim that goal, but UMass does not care. It is 1-1 here with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to play.
You really hate to see it, but I mean, like I said, UMass was really bringing the intensity, and I think it was only a matter of time before they had a good look on goal like that.
Yeah, that goal is going to be credited to Garrett Waite. Michigan now wins the faceoff, and they're looking to attack. UMass coming up with number 7, Keefuke, who dripped along the left side, and Portillo is going to be able to stop that pass from Keefuke.
Easy save there for him.
3 minutes, 46 seconds left. UMass has whittled down the shot disparity. It's now 9-5 here, almost at the end of the first period. But you can definitely tell that the energy here in Yost is a little bit lower than it was right after Michigan scored that goal. I think the momentum might be swinging a little bit in the UMass's favor.
For certain, yeah, you can definitely feel a bit of an energy shift. Hopefully Michigan can regain control.
So Kessel rips a shot. It gets blocked, though. Owen Power trying to get out of the zone with Morgan. UMass with a center that finds no one. Duke trying to play for the puck, and Michigan ends up with Lambert behind Portillo's nets. Gets it to Morgan, skating up the ice, but Kessel is able to dispossess him. And now Ufko behind the UMass net. Ufko gets it along the boards to Lautenbach. Lautenbach up along the side. Owen Power regains possession. The captain, Nick Blankenberg, has it in the Michigan defensive zone. He dribbles it up along the right side. Gets a shot on net. That's saved by number 31, Matt Murray. And there's going to be a stoppage of play here, a whistle with exactly 3 minutes left in the first period. It's 1-1, Michigan Wolverines versus the Massachusetts Minutemen.
Very exciting, very eventful first period. Feels like momentum has been changing back and forth for the last couple minutes. Of course, UMass was able to score a goal about 2 minutes ago, which is certainly a big momentum shift. But
Beniers wins the faceoff against Sullivan. And now it's Luke Hughes who dumps it in along the boards. Murray's able to keep it behind the net, but Michigan regains possession with a shot by Beniers going wide. Kent Johnson to Beniers, still in the UMass zone. A good job by Luke Hughes. Snag the puck in. Michigan with a good forecheck pressure to keep the puck in the zone. Johnson battling for it against Morrow. Johnson has it, gets it back to the point to Hughes. Hughes to Blankenberg along the right side. Blankenberg tries to center it in, gets deflected. Johnson now has it along the left boards. Beniers tries to get it, but UMass is going to be able to clear the zone. Luke Hughes skating around in the Michigan defensive zone, looking for a man, makes a man miss, hits off the official, and it's going to go right to the goalie, Murray. Kept in the UMass zone, and now hit out. It's going to be number 7, Kefuk, up to Lebster. But Ethan Edwards is able to regain possession for Michigan, gets it back to Garrett Van Wy. And Michigan, with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the first period, looks to calm things down here.
Certainly. Smart strategy, I think. Uh-oh.
A turnover in the Michigan zone. A wide open shot for number 7 on UMass. They're still battling around the puck. Kefuk has it behind the net, and it looks like it's going to be a delayed penalty against Michigan here. It is. It's the price they're going to have to pay for keeping that goal from scoring. A sloppy turnover in the Michigan zone results in a wide open net, and it's going to be a penalty on Michigan here.
Certainly spoke a little too soon with them trying to take it easy going into the half. Had a very ugly pass that resulted in a turnover. UMass had a lot of really great shots on net. Weren't able to get anything, but it will lead in a Minutemen power play.
The penalty is going to be on number 73, Ethan Edwards, for slashing. 2 minutes, so that's going to go into the second period. Michigan is able to immediately clear the zone, though. This is the first power play for the Minutemen, who rank 25th in the nation at 20.7%, Michigan at 82.7%. And now they have a breakaway. Michigan on net, and it's not converted by Johnny Beecher. They had a shorthanded breakaway there, and now the Minutemen are able to take it in the zone with Kefuk. Trevino, number 8, circles around, back to Morrow. Has it on the left side.
Minutemen taking their time for a minute here.
Off go, back to Morrow, along the left side. Gets it in the middle, and a fantastic save by Portillo. Kefuk had a pretty open shot. He was right outside the goalie's crease, but Michigan escapes. 39.6 seconds left here in the first period.
Time seemed to stop there for a moment. There's a pass. Everybody stared at it, and it landed on the ice. And seemed everybody looked at it for just a split second before the Minutemen took a shot that was very beautifully saved by the Wolverines.
It's going to be Van Wy against Delgaizo here. Delgaizo wins it. Back to the point with Kessel. Kessel gets it along the wing to Waite. Kessel rips a shot at the goal. Portillo with a fantastic save, and Michigan a little upset at the late slashing by UMass.
Going to get a little physical there for certain.
This game has been pretty physical so far, as you would expect from a top 10 matchup here.
For sure. UMass Minutemen ranking 10th in the country. Michigan Wolverines ranking 6th. A lot on the line here today for both teams.
It's going to be Luke Morgan taking the faceoff against Delgaizo. And a scrum around the puck ends up with Garrett Waite on the right side, a shot wide left. And that is going to leave the zone, and it's going to be a clear for the Wolverines. Kessel has it, settles it down, looking for one more attack with 18 seconds left here in the first period. Luke Hughes breaks up a pass.
Bit too aggressive there, it would seem.
And it looks like there's going to be an offside call here, I believe, against UMass, or maybe a hand pass. Not very clear, but it's going to be a face-off. With Beniers and Lupina.
Less than about 5 seconds left in the half. I believe Michigan's just going to let this one run out.
Yeah, Owen Power stick handles it behind his own net, and that's going to be the end to a pretty eventful first period, I would say.
For sure. Michigan came out immediately. Sorry, apologies.
1-1 Michigan UMass. Thoughts on the first period, Ryan?
Michigan did exactly what I think they needed to do. You know, UMass is an aggressive team, so they came out right at the start. They caught him by surprise, and they got that first goal, which really, for the first half of the first period, it seemed like Michigan was in really dominating control, and it took UMass a little bit to catch up, to realize what the game plan was, realize what Michigan was doing, and to fight back. But it seems fairly even so far, I would say.
Yeah, fairly even so far. Reflected on the scoreboard, 1-1. Michigan leading in shots, 11-9. UMass leading in faceoffs, 12-10. Both teams have not converted a power play yet. However, Michigan will still have 36 seconds of a penalty to kill off by Ethan Edwards in the second period. We will be back in about 10 minutes with the start of the second period. And we welcome you back to the Yost Ice Arena. It is 1-1, the Michigan Wolverines and the UMass Minutemen.
Second period starts in 10 seconds. Should be a real exciting one. Tied up at 1-1. Minutemen will be finishing up a power play. Number 73 for Michigan, Ethan Edwards, still in the penalty box for another 36 seconds.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Garrett Van Wy, the senior out of Seattle, Washington, who's going to take the face-off here for the Wolverines. The Wolverines have Van Wy, Power, Moyle, and Pearson on the ice, opposing Lopina, Kifuk, Trevino, Ufko, and Scott Morrow. Referees having a little discussion, maybe a little confusion here.
Not 100% sure what's happening.
No, but just maybe a couple things needing to be straightened out.
For sure.
Maybe waiting on a few more pucks. They might be maybe an issue with the ice, but it looks like we are about ready to begin.
Children of Yost cannot wait for the face-off here, let me tell you.
Yes, it's going to be Lopina against Van Wy, and Lopina wins the face-off. Ufko has it in the defensive zone for UMass. Pass it back to Kifuk. Kifuk dribbles it up the center, takes a shot. Nice, easy glove save there for Eric Portillo. Eric Portillo, the sophomore out of Gothenburg, Sweden, a Buffalo Sabres draft pick. He's started every game here for the Wolverines. He's 14-6-1. They 917 save percentage.
He'll be a great addition to that Buffalo squad, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's been the rock for Michigan this year. Michigan now shorthanded, but able to win the faceoff, dump it in the zone, with only Owen Power staying on the ice for the Wolverines. 10 seconds left on the penalty. UMass gearing up for one more attack if possible. It's going to be Morrow bringing it up for the Minutemen. Skates it through the middle, takes a shot. Another save by Portillo. A little loose. Wasn't able to corral it with his glove, trying to save it with his stick, and he ends up freezing it with 19:19 left here in the second period. Full strength for the Wolverines.
Trevino really tried to, after that shot, really tried to get up into the goalie, try and force it back in, but was not going to happen. Great penalty kill for the Wolverines there as they return to full strength.
Yes, this game is about as even as you can get. 1-1, 11-11 on shots. Both teams have had a power play unsuccessful. They've been able to kill it, and it looks like it's going to be Mercury taking the faceoff against Beecher there. Mercury wins the faceoff. Felix has it at the point for the Minutemen. Dumps it into the zone. Blankenberg around the left side. And a little deflection back to Portillo for his third freeze of the period already in 51 seconds.
Yeah, not even a minute into the period.
Yeah, UMass has gotten 2 shots on goal this period. Nothing too menacing, though, for Portillo and net. Michigan's going to change their forwards, bring in Beniers, Johnson, and Brisson to finish up the line of Hughes and Blankenberg in the defense. Michigan wins the faceoff with Beniers, and Luke Hughes has it behind the net. Luke Hughes gets it up to Brisson on the left side. Brisson looking for Beniers. Beniers takes it into the zone, looks for Blankenberg, a shot, a one-timer, and it's a pretty darn good save by Matt Murray there.
A great look there by the Michigan squad. Fortunately, easily handled by the Minutemen there, but
yeah, one of their more fluid attacks.
hard to ask for a better look, really.
Yeah, one of their more fluid attacks. Saw Matty Beniers get into the zone, look to set up his captain, Nick Blankenberg, with the one-timer. Unsuccessful, but now we have a Mark Estapa face-off against Josh Lopina. Estapa wins the face-off. Van Wy tries to take a shot on that, deflected, but he ends up with it behind the net. Battling for the puck is number 27, Nolan Moyle. Able to get it behind the net, battling against Kessel. Moyle still has it. Tries to get it back out to Power. He does. Power throws it in on net. Does not get on goal. Around the boards. And back to Power, who is able to keep it in the zone, but not for long as Ufko takes it for the Minutemen. Ufko gets it out. Misplayed there by Pearson. Now the Minutemen have it, and they lose possession with Ufko and the assistant captain, Colin Felix, playing defense for UMass. They shoot it all the way up, and that looks like it's going to be an icing. It is, as Ethan Edwards takes control of that puck. It's going to be a face-off in the Massachusetts zone.
Not sure if that was a failed pass up rink or not sure there.
It's going to be Beniers against Mercury. Beniers wins the face-off, gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Edwards around the boards, looking for Summers. Summers to Brisson. Brisson stick handling, gets it back to Summers. A little cycle. Summers gets it back to the point to Brisson. Brisson shoots it on net. Blocker save. Edwards keeps it in the zone. Brisson pressuring and gets it back. Beniers now has it at the point. Rips a shot. Saved by Murray. Beniers
Powers tripped up there for a moment by his own teammate.
Yeah, Kent Johnson has it in the middle. Tries to look for a backdoor pass. Doesn't get it, and now it sends UMass on the break. Portillo able to corral it for the Wolverines. Kept in the zone by Morrow. Great job there. Gets it back to number 14, a shot, and a glove save by Portillo. Lawton back with a decent save. Then we got a little scrum along the boards here.
Getting a little physical back there.
Yeah, a little scrum.
Sometimes got to let out that anger.
Yeah. As is usual, per usual in these hockey games, a little physicality. No penalties given out, and Michigan is going to do a complete line change.
That was a really great sequence there, I think, by the Wolverines offensive squad there. They had a lot of really good looks, some great passes. Minutemen just had it well scouted. This is certainly going to be an interesting second period. Minutemen's defense is playing really strong, but Michigan is playing just as strong back.
Yeah, anytime you got Kent Johnson on the ice with 19 assists, he's going to look to be a playmaker. Michigan loses the faceoff, but it does escape the zone, and it's going to be Ty Farmer with the puck. Shoots it up, a missed pass, ends up with Luke Hughes to Lambert. Lambert skating along the block M, up to Morgan, who backhands it in, and a shot with not a lot of power. Glove
Bit
save.
more aggression happening at the net there.
I think Dylan Duke just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was right next to the goalie when that shot was taken by Morgan, and is the victim of a little horseplay outside the net. You never like when you're
Scott Morrow, taking some of that aggression on the Minutemen side.
It's going to be Marcus Stoppa taking the faceoff instead of Van Wy for this line, with Luke Hughes and Captain Blankenberg at the point. Moyle to his left. Michigan wins the faceoff. It's Moyle, who spins around, gets it to Van Wy, back to Moyle behind the net. Moyle back up to the point to Blankenberg. Blankenberg along the boards. Hughes looks to keep it in, and he does. Van Wy throws it on the net, wide left. Estapa gets it back to Moyle. Moyle to the net, and that is another easy glove save for Murray.
More aggression happening at the net there between some Wolverines and Minutemen.
Yeah, that time it's Colin Felix for UMass. I think if this pushing and shoving after the whistle keeps going on, I anticipate a penalty will be given out at some point, just to let the teams know that you got to keep it clean. It's going to be Beecher taking the faceoff against number 27, Anthony Delgaizo. Beecher's got Sam Iskevich on his left, and it escapes the zone. Portillo passes it to his teammate, Power. Power gets it up along the boards to Passajov. Sam Iskevich with the forecheck, but Ufko is able to take it up for UMass. Tries to dump it in the zone, hits his own player, so it's not able to get in. Now it's Kessel, who takes a slap shot right at Pearson, who's grimacing there. Now it's number 6, Ufko.
bit of wincing happening from the crowd there as well.
Yeah,
on
that always looks like it hurts. Now they have it behind the net. UMass takes a shot, deflected. It's passage off on the break with Beecher. Beecher along the right side, takes it up, circles around, still has the puck, gets it over to Ethan Edwards, who loses it momentarily but regains possession, looks at the net, throws it in, and it's a good job defending by UMass to get rid of the puck. It's Kifuk who gives up to
hit
Beecher.
there.
An attempted toe drag by Samaskevich does not work, and it's back to Jack Summers, who settles it down for the Wolverines. Summers skates up the left side, gets it over to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson tries to pass it into Summers, who's slapping his stick, who gets it back out to Samaskevich. Oh, and that looks like it's going to be maybe 6 men on the ice for the Wolverines. Samaskevich was supposed to be, 6 men on the ice. Samaskevich was supposed to be leaving the ice, but the puck fell right at his stick. He touched it, and it's an unfortunate lapse of concentration for the Wolverines as they're going to have to kill another penalty. They send Samaskevich to the box.
You really hate to see it. Michigan's been looking really strong offensively. They're getting a lot of good looks. They're playing really aggressively. Seemed like they were poised to have a real shot at it, and you hate to have to switch to the penalty kill.
Michigan now on the penalty kill with 15-19 left. They win the faceoff. However, UMass is able to regain possession. It's number 8, cross-ice pass to Scott Morrow. Morrow along the wing, gets back to the middle. Now it's back with Ufko. Ufko to Morrow. A good save sliding along his goal is Portillo. Morrow back to the center. And it's back at the point with Trevino. Trevino skates up the right side, passes it down. Trevino gets it back. Trevino back to number 7, who tries to get it on goal and doesn't. Van Wy clears his own for the Wolverines. And that'll get a little cheer going from the children of Yost. Ufko has it behind the net. He takes it up for UMass. Back to Morrow. Morrow skates along the left side. Passes it to the captain, Trevino. Michigan again able to clear the zone. 1 minute left on this power play.
Very brilliantly played. Very well scouted.
It's going to be Bollinger with the puck for UMass. Gets it back to Garrett Waite. Waite, the goal scorer, gets it up to Delgaizo. Delgaizo back to Waite. Portillo is in no man's land behind the net. Able to recover. Back along to Kessel. Kessel along the right side to Waite. Waite stops. Still has the puck. Stick handling along the right side. Looking for a pass. Can't find it. Eventually gets broken up by Ken Johnson, who loses his stick. Now he's going to have to go just with his feet. Gets back over to the center. And a shot is saved magnificently by Portillo there.
Had me sweating for a moment, I won't lie.
And Michigan now on a breakaway with Beecher. Beecher one-on-one with the goalie. He shoots, and a fantastic glove save that's going to get the people in Yost to sit back down. A great save by Matt Murray. A fantastic back and forth there on the power play. But we're still square at 1-1.
Yeah, very, very brilliantly looked. Probably Michigan's best look of the period so far, I would have to say. Unfortunately, it does not go their way. But anytime you can get a breakaway on a penalty kill like that, very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, that was right. It was a one-timer for the Minutemen right into that breakaway for Beecher, unable to convert. But Michigan has successfully killed their second penalty of the day, and Samaskevich is going to come back onto the ice. 13 minutes left here in the second period. 1-1 Michigan versus UMass. Owen Power battling for the puck along the left side. And it is cleared and is going to end up in an icing. Michigan will get a face-off in the UMass zone. All right, 7 minutes in. What do we think of the team so far here, Ryan?
I got to say, the Wolverines have looked really strong. Offensively, they're getting a lot of great looks. That 6 men on the ice penalty really hurt. UMass did get a good look or two. But I'd say so far, these 7 minutes have been mostly Michigan.
Brisson gets back to Johnson, who takes a nice wrister. I think that might have gone off the post.
Not sure. It seemed the goalie maybe got a hand on it, but
regardless, no goal. And UMass has it with Lautenbach. Lautenbach gets it down to Mercury. Mercury behind the net fighting with Beniers. Now it's Edwards trying to get the puck, and it ends up with Lautenbach. Beniers still fighting ends up with a weak one-timer effort by Ryan Sullivan, and another nice, pretty easy save for Portillo there. 12:27 left here in the second period at Yost Ice Arena. The sun has set. The arena a little bit darker, although not much sunlight let in regardless. The scrum after the faceoff ends up with Ufko at the point for UMass. A great job by Dylan Duke to dispossess, and now it's Luke Hughes, and now Dylan Duke again in the neutral zone. Morgan fighting for the puck, gets along the boards. Blankenberg keeps it in, but now it is cleared, sending Harding on a breakaway for UMass. However, Luke Hughes is able to stop it. Dylan Duke fighting for the puck with Lambert, Sullivan, and Harding. A four-man scrum ends up with Morgan, who's able to get it out to the captain, Blankenberg. Blankenberg gets up to Lambert, who gets absolutely rocked by number 4, Matthew Kessel, dispossessing him, and it ends up with Harding for UMass.
Both teams certainly coming out here. Only about 11 and a half minutes left to play in the period. Both teams coming out very aggressive.
Yeah, a poor turnover there by Luke Hughes ends up with Michigan not able to clear the puck. However, they're able to get on the attack now with Van Wy. Van Wy's got Hughes on the left. Van Wy on the right side. A wrister saved by the pad of Murray.
Michigan has had a lot of really good shots, really good looks. This UMass goalie absolutely killing it. Matt Murray, he is doing a great job scouting all these shots.
Yeah, he's the rock for UMass, and he's done a pretty good job today. Power battling along the side with Harding. It's going to be Lepster who ends up with it.
Stick will break off.
Yeah, there's a broken stick on the ice around the UMass blue line. It's going to be Beecher behind the net for the Wolverines. Now it's Power. Power, stick handling. Looking for a pass. He finds Keaton Pearson. Pearson around the boards for Samiskevich. Farmer intercepts. Morrow gets it up, and it's going to be Summer for the Wolverines, who recovers in the Michigan defensive zone. Summers circles around. Gets it to his defensive partner, Edwards. Edwards stick handles around Farmer. Farmer back to Beniers. Beniers with an open shot, and another fantastic, unbelievable save there by Matt Murray. Beniers was in one-on-one, tried to pick his spot, top right corner, and a great save, glove save by Matt Murray.
Really, since those first two goals early on in the game, this has really been a game of goalies. You know, Eric Portillo making a lot of great saves for Michigan. Matt Murray making, frankly, some phenomenal saves for the Minutemen, especially recently.
It's going to be Beniers against Mercury with the faceoff. Brisson and Johnson flanking him. Mercury wins the faceoff, and it ends up with Ufko behind the net. Ufko looking for a pass. Fakes out Brisson. Sends UMass on their way, but a mishandled puck there ends up with the turnover. It's Hughes along the left side, takes a shot. Not too much power, easy save for Murray, and it's back to Ufko behind the net. UMass will try again. Ufko to Kessel.
I believe Lautenbach for the Minutemen was right there to stop that shot in its tracks.
And it's going to be offside against UMass, so there will be a face-off. The Michigan ice team will clear the ice a little bit, so we'll have a little delay in play. I'll take this time to recap the Wolverines at the Michigan Juniors. The 2022 World Junior Ice Hockey Championship was unfortunately cut short due to COVID-19. Michigan had a lot of players in that. Owen Power, in the game that they did play, was the first defenseman in Canada history to net a hat trick, tallying 3 goals in their first game. Kent Johnson, also playing for Canada, scored one as well. Maddie Beniers, Luke Hughes, and Mackie Samoskevich were on Team USA, with Beniers being the alternate captain in his second stint with the Team USA for the World Juniors. Samoskevich scored, and Beniers had an assist in USA's only goal of the tournament. Michigan was anticipating a more lengthy absence from those players, but with the tournament being cut short, as we see the pandemic ravage on in our community, those kids were sent back, and they're now able to play for Mel Pearson's team in a top 10 matchup.
For sure. Definitely with the news of the Michigan State basketball game earlier today, there was definitely probably some concerned feelings going into this game, but definitely glad to be playing. Seems like everybody here is having a great time.
Yup. All right. It is Blankenberg. Passes it to Hughes. On the left side, Hughes, a little stick handling. Gets it up to Morgan. Morgan battling along the boards with Sullivan. Goes above the net. Scary there for Murray. But Blankenberg has it back at the point. Stick handling against McDonald. Blankenberg shuts him off. Skates around the whole rink. Switches his positioning. Still has it.
Cannot get a good look on net or for any of his teammates.
A full 360, and now it is saved by Murray. Blankenberg went 360 degrees around the net, then another 180 degrees back to the left circle. Got a backhand shot on net. Not too much power, but he does gain the applause from the Michigan faithful here.
For sure.
Pretty impressive.
He was being very well defensively guarded. Could not find any teammates to get open. Couldn't get a good look on net, but did not stop him from trying.
Marcus Stoppa going to take the face-off against Josh Lopina. Estapa with Moyle and Van Wan as left and right, respectively. Lopina gets it, wins the face-off, gets it to Felix, who clears his own, and it does end up going out of play, and the referee showing that was deflected, meaning no penalty for the Minutemen. It's just going to be a replay of that face-off in the left side of the Massachusetts zone.
Some lucky fans going home with a puck tonight.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a kid, too, so good for him.
Great souvenir.
All right. Estapa battles for the face-off. Does his job to keep it in the zone. Now battling with Moyle. However, Lopina does end up with it. Lopina up the right side. Skating with Van Wy on his right. Portillo stops it behind the net and is able to find a pass. But UMass does regain possession for a second. However, Michigan is able to clear their zone. Van Wy has it with a mistake from the defense, who looks to go in, and a collision. Looks like the goalie got knocked down. However, Michigan not able to take advantage, and Pearson has it in the Michigan defensive zone.
Really seemed like they were trying their absolute hardest to force a goal in there. Unfortunately, nothing will come from it.
8:10 left here in the second period. It's 1-1 Michigan UMass. Owen Power skating around with it, taking his time, trying to find a pass. He does. He finds Brisson. Brisson, a little fancy stick handling, but does end up getting dispossessed. Delgaizo now has it for the Minutemen. Beniers able to dispossess him. Now it's Kent Johnson going for the puck. Kent Johnson loses out to Felix. Now it's Delgaizo entering the zone, who shakes off Owen Power. It's Lebster, and a fantastic defensive play there from Kent Johnson to stop the Minutemen. Now it's Kent Johnson on the break. Kent Johnson with Brisson on his left. Johnson looks for the shot, and off the post!
So close.
So close.
Just mere inches away from
now it's
going
UMass
in.
on the break with Delgaizo. Moro looking for it, circles back, and a one-time shot saved by Portillo. Wow, I'm going back to that Kent Johnson shot. He had Brisson on his left, looked off the defender, had a one-on-one with the goalie, and hits the almost exact upper 90 point of the post. Very unlucky there for Michigan.
So hard to watch.
But a great save by Portillo on the other end against Ty Farmer, and it's a face-off. Michigan wins it, and it's Passajov on the break. Passajov around Ufko.
Going to take a rough check into the head there, but thankfully keeps going.
It's Kessel who tries to get it up the side, and it looks like it's going to be icing. It is. It's going to be all the way back in the Massachusetts zone. Michigan leading UMass in the shots, 22-18. It's going to be Beecher, Samoskevich, Passajov, Hughes, and Blankenberg for the Wolverines. It's going to be Mercury taking the faceoff with Ufko and Kessel beside him. Hughes unable to keep it in the zone with Michigan winning the faceoff, but Michigan still has possession. It's Blankenberg along the left wing. Blankenberg gets it across to Samoskevich. Samoskevich gets stick handles, shrugs off the defender. Kessel takes a shot. Pad saved by Murray. Hughes back, skates it along the block M.
Minutemen will lose a stick there, number 11.
Yeah, it's Mercury who loses a stick. Samoskevich gets it across to Luke Hughes on the right wing. Hughes trying to stick handle it through Donaldson, unable. Still has the puck, though. Skates it around the left side. Looks across for the backdoor pass. Passajov just a foot behind the pass. Good idea there by Luke Hughes. And Owen Power is going to regain in the defensive zone for Michigan. Not too much help. Samoskevich dumps it in the zone. It's going to allow for a little line change there.
Johnny Beecher, number 17, going to lose a stick for the Wolverines.
Estapa tripped. Hand goes up. And that's going to be a penalty on the UMass Minutemen with 5:50 here left in the second period.
Michigan with 24 shots on goal compared to the Minutemen's 18. Really hard to believe with just how good some of those have looked that none of them have gone in. But they have all been expertly handled by Murray on the Minutemen, or just tragic post hit that we saw once or twice.
It's going to be a penalty on the first line center, Josh Lopina. He's going to get 2 minutes for tripping there against Marcus Stappa. It was a nice pass by Van Wy, a little one-time skip pass that set Estapa on his way, and just a little hip check, a little stick, and that's enough for a penalty. It's enough for 2 minutes.
Very obvious. Right call. I think most people would definitely agree.
Yep, it's going to be Mercury taking the face-off against Brazan. Mercury wins it, and UMass is able to start the power play with a clear.
That puck is going to go out of play.
It's going to go out of play, and it's going to be another face-off in the same spot from what looked like a clear from Massachusetts. Ends up in another face-off in their defensive zone. We're going to do it again. Brazan and Mercury. Brazan wins the face-off this time, gets back to Power at the point. Power over to Blankenberg. Blankenberg swings it around to Samoskevich, who slips a little bit and loses possession to Bollinger.
Unable to take control of the puck there.
Owen Power has it in the defensive zone, looks to set up another Michigan attack. Owen Power stick handles through everyone, but loses it just at the last moment. Brazan able to keep it in the zone for Michigan, gets it off Trevino, and Blankenberg settles for the Wolverines. No shots yet for the Wolverines on this power play. Passajov has it behind the net for Michigan, tries to center it, unable to do so, ends up with the puck still. Passajov to Blankenberg, Blankenberg to the point with Power. Power over to Brazan, Brazan passes it up to the center, and a wide open net. Unable to convert is Mackie Samoskevich. That's probably Michigan's best opportunity they've had this period.
Yeah, hate seeing that one. That was a beautiful look.
Kent Johnson tries to dribble it into the zone, dispossessed, ends up with Brazan. Brazan is able to enter the zone. A little toe drag, shot blocked by Kessel, and UMass is able to clear their zone. 43 seconds left on the power play with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second period. Luke Hughes around the Michigan net. Stick handles a little juke move. Gets it back to Beniers. Beniers to Lambert. Lambert along the board. It's going to be stopped by Murray. Kessel has it for the Minutemen. Hughes is going to be able to keep it in the zone. Cross-ice pass risky to Lambert, but is able to get it through. Back to Hughes at the point. Hughes on net. Blocked. Johnson has it on the left wing. Johnson to Lambert, who's shoved from behind, and Luke Hughes is not able to keep it in the zone, and that is going to be the end of the power play for Michigan as it counts down 3, 2, 1.
Minutemen will return to full strength here.
Full strength for the Minutemen. Stretch pass to Van Wy. Van Wy to Beniers. Beniers in the center. Tries to skate around Bollinger. Unable to do so. Dispossessed. Bollinger has the puck for the Minutemen. Kept in the zone nicely, though, by Beniers. It's Moyle. Keeps it in the zone. Bollinger is able to get it out with Ethan Edwards fighting for the puck with Del Gaizo. And it's going to be Summers behind the Michigan net. Michigan with Ethan Edwards taking it up. Stick handling, able to take it into the zone himself. Circles back around. And is dispossessed there by Sullivan. A little too much of a one-on-one play there for Edwards, but no harm, no foul.
Michigan will regain control there.
Yup, Estapa gets it up to Beecher. Edwards still has it. Now with Moyle. Moyle across the left wing to Beecher. Beecher enters the zone. Shrugs off the defender, Sullivan. Beecher still with it. Around the boards to Morrow, who controls it for UMass. Gets it up the glass. Now it's Pearson for the Wolverines, who turns the puck over. Centering pass by UMass. Nothing doing, though. Now it's Ufko at the point. Ufko along the boards. Almost finds Trevino. Keeps in the zone. Ufko and Beecher fighting for it. Now it's Morgan, and Owen Powers going to be able to settle it down for the Wolverines. 2 minutes left here in the second period. 1-1, Michigan and UMass. Owen Power dumps it in. It's going to be a couple substitutions there for Michigan. Beniers now skating with it behind the net. He's on the right wing. Gets it to Power. Back to Beniers. At the point, a shot. Nothing doing. Another fantastic stick save there by Murray.
Murray
and UMass
really
able to clear the zone.
Murray really being the kryptonite for this Michigan offense. They've had so many good looks, so many good shots that you feel should go in, and yet he's right there.
Yeah, Murray really standing on his head here. Now it's Luke Hughes to Kent Johnson. 1:18 left. Let's see if this goal-scoring line can do anything here. Luke Hughes enters the zone, gets dispossessed almost immediately, and now it sends UMass on a breakaway with Blankenberg fighting against Donaldson. Donaldson wins the initial push, but Kent Johnson's there in support. Kent Johnson loses it. Now it's Felix at the point for UMass. Lawton back, shovels it along the boards, and Luke Hughes is able to regain possession but not clear the zone.
Less than 50 seconds left in the second period here.
Luke Hughes battling against number 11 for UMass. Lucas Mercury.
UMass really wanting something to show here at the end of the second period. But
Kent Johnson able to clear the zone for the Wolverines. Now it's Beniers, skates up the middle, no help. He finds Brisson. Brisson along the left side, too high. Along the boards, escapes the zone. Kent Johnson, fearing a sixth man on the ice penalty, lets it go. And cleared by number 73, Ethan Edwards.
Definitely tell he wanted to get a stick or skate on it, but
yeah,
wisely.
Estapa behind the net. Looking for a little wraparound, but the puck gets caught behind the net with 3.9 seconds left.
Some people on the net side there seemed to think it had gone in for a moment.
Yeah, I thought it went in for a second, but
certainly do not blame them.
Now there are 3.9 seconds left. It's 1-1, Michigan and UMass. It's going to be pretty hard for either team to get a shot off here with the puck, with the face-off being outside of the Michigan zone. In the neutral zone, Van Wy is going to take it against Del Gaizo. Del Gaizo wins it, gets it back to Farmer, and Farmer's going to skate it out. And that is the end of the second period here. It is 1-1, Michigan versus UMass. No goals here in the second period. The 1-1 score still deadlocked from the first period. We enter the third period here at Yost Ice Arena, 1-1. Michigan outshooting UMass 25-21, but we're deadlocked. What's your second period recap here, Ryan?
It was really a period of defense. Both teams had really great looks, really great breakaways. Michigan had a really crucial power play, and just nothing came out of it. It was very well defended by both the Wolverines and the Minutemen, and the goalies really stepped up to be the difference maker, I think, this period. Both of them stopped shots that would be challenging for even the most experienced goalies. And, both teams are playing great. It's really going to depend on who wants it more entering the third period, I think. Seems very evenly locked so far.
Some fantastic saves by the goalies, as Ryan mentioned. 1-1, Michigan versus UMass. We will be back in about 11 minutes for the start of the third period. Don't go anywhere. We got a barn burner here on our hands at the Yost Ice Arena. We welcome you back to Yost Ice Arena on this cold, chilly Saturday afternoon for the third period of Michigan versus UMass. It's 1-1. And what are we looking forward to in the third period, Ryan?
First off, I got to say, I don't think it was that cold. The sun was out a little bit earlier. I think in this half, though, I mean, more shots on goal. Obviously, Murray on the Minutemen, their goalie is making a lot of incredible saves. I think you just got to keep forcing the puck down there. You got to keep taking shots, keep hoping to get open, keep up that aggressive play style in the second period. It really worked for him.
Van Wy is going to open up against Lopina. Lopina wins the faceoff. Massachusetts is going to control it behind its own net, and they're going to look to break with Lopina along the right wing. Lopina up to Garrett Waite, the goal scorer, and that's going to be an offsides. Early stoppage in play, 15 seconds in. 19:45 left here. Michigan with a 4-shot advantage, up 25-21.
Children of Yost there, I got to say, going to town on that cowbell for a minute there.
Yeah.
You can feel the energy in the stadium. People really want to see a Wolverine victory.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Wolverine victory here in a little bit.
Haven't seen one all year.
Yes, all year. First game of 2022 here, as Ryan is referring to. A little bit of a extended stoppage in play here. Looks like the ref is talking to Mel Pearson and the coach for Massachusetts. Going to be Greg Carville. Maybe giving him a little warnings.
Unsure what they are being warned about, but 15 seconds into the period, clearly they saw, heard, felt something wrong.
It's going to be Van Wy taking the faceoff against Lopina. A rematch of the first one to start the period. Moyle and Estapa flanking him. Trevino and Waite on the other side of Lopino. Michigan wins the faceoff. However, it is in the UMass zone, but is going to be settled down by Power. Power stripped by Waite, but gets it back. Power up to Van Wy. Van Wy to Estapa, and Michigan gets it out of the zone. Moyle loses his stick, picks it back up. Michigan with Pearson behind the net. Pearson gets it over to Power, who settles it down. Power back to Pearson.
Minutemen make a very big substitution change there.
Van Wy sends it down the boards. A whiff there by number 3, Ty Farmer. Pretty aggressive forecheck there by Michigan, but UMass is able to keep the puck. Farmer up to number 13, Reed Lebster, who loses it to Blankenberg. Blankenberg along the left wing trying to get it to Beniers. Beniers trying to get it to Brisson. Beniers goes the other way, finding Luke Hughes with a little bit of space. Hughes up the boards looking for Johnson, who loses it to Ty Farmer. Farmer gets it to his defensive mate, Scott Morrow, who ices the puck. We're going to face off in the UMass zone. A line change again. It's going to be Samoskevich, Pastajov, and Beecher for the Wolverines. UMass will counter with Del Gaizo, Lebster, and Kifuk. Around the boards, it's Pastajov. Pastajov gets it up to the point. A shot on net. A nice save there by Murray. A rebound by Samoskevich. Saved again. Along the point, Summers breaks his stick. Flies half of it. Flies into the stands trying to get a slap shot. Backdoor pass attempted by Pastajov. No one there. Samoskevich has the puck. Dribbles it around. High and wide. Lebster with the puck. Able to clear the zone. Samoskevich knocks it down with his hand. Settles things down for the Wolverines. Samoskevich enters the zone by himself. Trying to stick handle. A nice little toe drag there. Good effort, but pretty comfortable save by Murray right at his chest.
Very well saved, much like pretty much every shot, apart from Michigan's very first shot on goal in this game actually was their only goal so far.
It's a shame the half of the stick that fell to a fan in the crowd is being confiscated there. So
absolute tragedy.
Hate to see that. Lambert taking the face-off against Mercury. Mercury wins it. It's along the boards to Felix. Felix gets it up, looking for number 9, Cam Donaldson, but it's going to be an icing. We'll do it again. 17:46 left here in the third period. 1-1 Michigan versus UMass.
It is very intensely played so far. I mean, just one sign of a weakness, and it feels like either team could really take control of the game.
Lambert taking this face-off against Mercury, flanked by Duke and Morgan. He wins it. Back to Morgan. Morgan takes a weak shot on that easily. Blocker side by Murray. Now it's Owen Power fighting for the puck with Dylan Duke alongside him. Duke along the boards. Out-muscled. Loses the puck. Morgan trying to keep it. Now it's Lambert along the right wing for the Wolverines. Lambert spins around. Back up the right side. Spins around again. Still has the puck. Some fantastic stick handling there from Lambert. Cycles it back. Looking for Duke. Duke shoved down. A scrum along the right boards. And there's going to be a whistle, a stoppage of play.
Yeah, bit of a rough tussle happening at the boards there. They were wise to call that one off.
Michigan is gonna change their whole line. It's going to be Blankenberg and Hughes, the defensive pairing. Hughes, the freshman, number 4 overall draft pick to the New Jersey Devils, where he'll join his brother, Jack Hughes. It's going to be Garrett Van Wy taking the faceoff along with Marcus Stappa, and looks to be Moyle.
Children of Yost continuing to sing Mr. Brightside despite the song being turned off.
It's going to be Trevino up the right wing for UMass, able to shield off Blankenberg, but only for so long. Now it's Ufko into the center. Falls very favorably for Lopina, who misses the shot. Deflected, and now it's Estapa, who tries to get it to Van Wy. Now it's a 2-on-2 with Moyle. Moyle up the left side. A little toe drag, and it goes wide right. Very close there from Moyle. Now Michigan has it in their defensive zone, trying to catch UMass in a substitution. It's Estapa who keeps it in. Estapa to Beniers. Beniers gets it around. Back to Summers. Summers looking for a pass. Gets deflected. Now it's Estapa and Brisson along the right wing. Brisson takes it. Able to get it to Beniers. Beniers, no one around him. Has an open net. Rips one high and wide left. Now it's Kent Johnson. Gets it to Beniers. A little soft pass, but now Johnson has it in the middle. Johnson to Beniers. Beniers, a centering pass just too far for Brisson. Now UMass counters. UMass with a nice shot there by number 22 Jerry Harding, but saved by Portillo. And Michigan not able to clear the zone. A turnover by Brisson. It's Morrow, and it's saved by Portillo. An unfortunate turnover there from Brisson. Pretty careless, but Michigan gets away with no goal.
Some players getting a little aggressive there. Looking like Brendan Brisson and Brendan Brisson. And did not happen to catch the, I believe, oh no, it was, apologies, my notes are all over the place. Anthony Del Gaizo. Those two tussling a bit.
It's going to be Beecher taking the face-off against Lebster. Lebster wins it in the Michigan zone. It's going to be Sam Iskevich battling for the puck alongside Pearson. And it's going to be Beecher who ends up with it. Passagov able to clear the zone. Another broken stick there for UMass. And it's Felix who gets it over to Bollinger. Bollinger passes it back to number 7, Kifuk. Nice blocker saved by Portillo along the right side. Lebster has it. A 2-on-1 there with Power.
Loses control for a moment.
Yeah, Power's got it back. Trying to bring it up. Sam Iskevich across the block M. Across the halfway line. Sends it along the boards. Allows for a little line change. Dylan Duke coming out for Michigan along with Luke Hughes and Lambert. Mercury gets hit by Blankenberg as he tries to enter the zone. Hughes with it behind the Michigan net. Hughes lifts it up. It's going to go off the scoreboard, and it's going to be a face-off outside the Michigan zone. Broken stick behind Eric Portillo will be picked up, I'm sure.
There they go. They see it now.
And there are 14 minutes, 39 seconds left here in the third period at Yost Ice Arena.
Still tied at 1 apiece. Both goals coming from fairly early on in the first period.
Yeah, Michigan with their first shot on net.
Resulting in
a goal. Yeah. What was it? 15 seconds in. It was very
fast.
Very fast goal.
Certainly caught UMass off guard, and it
Yes.
seems they've since made the necessary adjustments. But, I mean, all you need is just one good look.
Yeah,
That
Brisson.
changes the whole game.
Brisson, that goal scorer for the Wolverines, assisted by Kent Johnson, and Garrett Waite for UMass was their goal scorer. Michigan wins the faceoff. It's Blankenberg behind the net. He dribbles it up the left side. Gets around Mercury and sends it into the UMass zone, but picked up by Scott Morrow. Morrow passes it along to Ty Farmer, his defensive partner. Farmer skates along the midway line and dumped in. It's going to be a line change for the Minutemen as Luke Hughes takes it out for the Wolverines. Skates along halfway line, looks for his roommate Dylan Duke. And
Not going to quite take control of it.
yeah, UMass tries to get it out of the zone. It's going to hit their own bench, so it's going to be a face-off in the Massachusetts zone. 13:59 here left in the first period. 1-1. Michigan out shooting UMass 29-25.
Michigan has certainly, I mean, I don't want to say they've looked like a better team, but they have had, it feels like, consistently much stronger shots on goal recently. But
It's going to be Van Wy taking the face-off against Lopina. Now it's Moyle along the boards for Michigan. Loses out to Waite. Van Wy regains possession. And it's Moyle and Estapa fighting for it along the boards. Estapa gets the puck, loses an edge, flings it along to the middle, loses control though. Now it's Garrett Waite up the right side, looking for Trevino, and it's going to be an offside call.
very well broken up by Keaton Pearson on the Wolverines. But like you said, an offside is going to be called.
UMass winning the face-off battle here, 30-23. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play.
It is very evenly matched.
Even, yeah. Trying to find anything to separate the teams, unable to do so, as shown by the scoreboard. Michigan loses another face-off. It's going to be Ufko passing it to Kessel. Kessel around the boards, swings it along, and Sullivan's going to have it behind the net for the Minutemen. Sullivan being defended by Edwards. Edwards shoves him off, and Morgan gets the puck, looking for Duke. Morgan back up with it, and it's Edwards for Michigan, who whiffs on the puck, but ends up getting it to Dylan Duke. Duke back to Edwards and back to Summers. Michigan will look to enter the zone with Morgan. Morgan to Lambert. Lambert on the right side, nobody there. Takes a shot right at Matt Murray. Lambert had the opportunity to look for a pass there. He had number 25, Luke Morgan, along the left wing. Chose to shoot it. Ends up being the wrong decision as it ends up just a comfortable save.
Only 13 minutes. Oh, apologies, stepping on your feet there, but only 13 minutes left in the period.
It's going to be Estapa taking the face-off against Lopina. Drops the puck, and it's going to be a face-off win for the Minutemen. However, Michigan quickly dispossessed Massachusetts. However, Massachusetts able to clear the zone. Van Wy gets it along to Estapa along the right wing. Estapa around Bollinger. Estapa shields him off. Gets it back, centers it to the middle. Knocked down by Lopina. Lopina up to Trevino. Trevino to Bollinger, who's hit by Blankenberg. Hughes up to Blankenberg. Blankenberg to Van Wy. Van Wy costly turnover in the possession to the goal scorer Waite. Now it's Delgaizo, who has the puck. Morrow calling for it. Goes behind the net instead to Trevino.
You won't get complete control of the puck, which allows Michigan to take over.
And they're able to clear the zone. It's deflected, so no icing by Blankenberg. Michigan and Massachusetts both changing their lines. Brisson, Beniers, and Johnson, the forwards out here. A turnover. It's going to be Brisson on the right wing with Beniers and Johnson. A shot and a goal! A goal by Kent Johnson. A costly turnover in the zone
a beautiful look at the wide open net. That will allow the Wolverines to take the lead. 12 minutes left in the third period. It will be the Michigan Wolverines 2, UMass Minutemen 1.
Yeah, a costly turnover there in the UMass zone allows Brisson, Beniers, and Kent Johnson a 3-on-1. If those three have a 3-on-1, you're going to take him to score pretty much every time. Kent Johnson gets a goal to go along with his assist on the night. That's going to be his 5th goal of the year, to go along with 20 assists. Now leads the team with the sole count of 25 points for the Wolverines. The Columbus Blue Jacket is really doing his work for the Wolverines.
Really cannot understate how much of a perfect pass that was for the goal.
Now it's Sam Iskevich along the left wing looking for Pearson. Pearson takes a shot. It's deflected. Michigan now leading 2-1 with 11.5 minutes left in the third period. Owen Power keeps it in the zone. But UMass able to clear it, and it ends up with Lautenbach and Donaldson, who swings it along the left board, stopped by Portillo. Jack Summers sits behind the net waiting for some reinforcements. It's going to be Estapa and Van Wy on his right and left. Estapa brings it up with Moyle, tries to dump it in, and it's going to be offsides. Exactly 11 minutes left here in the third period. 2-1 Michigan. Michigan out shooting UMass 32-25.
It's like I said, earlier, you're just going to have to keep taking shots on net until, you get an open look, and that's finally what happened after a beautiful pass.
Yeah, the constant pressure, the constant forecheck by Michigan finally paying off with that goal, with the goal-scoring line of Johnson, Brisson, and Beniers, responsible for both goals here tonight.
Having a terrific game so far.
Yeah, Edwards at the point rips a slap shot, and that's going to get deflected for a face-off. It goes into the netting. It's going to be a face-off on the right side of the UMass zone. Complete line change for the Wolverines. It's going to be Blankenberg and Hughes as defensive pairing, coupled with Pastajov, Beecher, and Sam Iskevich. They're going to take the face-off against Del Gaizo. Michigan wins it. Blankenberg, a nice spin move at the point. Back to Pastajov. Pastajov crushed on the right side against the boards. UMass now has it with Kifuk. If he can get it, he's got a breakaway, but it's going to trickle into the right corner. Blankenberg defending Del Gaizo, who gets to Lebster. Lebster dispossessed. Blankenberg has it, but it's back to Ty Farmer. Ty Farmer along the right boards. Del Gaizo trying to corral it, can't. Luke Hughes pokes it up, and Michigan is able to clear the zone. UMass is going to have to reset.
10 minutes left in the third period. Michigan holding on to a 2-1 lead.
Morrow up to Trevino. Trevino now dispossessed by Johnson. Johnson and Van Wy 2-on-2 with Farmer. And number 23, Morrow. Now it's Johnson. Gets it back to Pearson. Pearson leaves it for Brisson. Brisson takes a shot, deflected. Might have been off Van Wy. Either Van Wy or Morrow. Regardless, it's going to go out of play for a face-off in the zone. It looks like we might get a penalty here.
Children of Yost certainly seem to think so.
But no penalty, just the ice clearers. What would you call the people who come on to clear the ice?
I'm not actually sure. I was hoping you would come up with the term ice scrapers.
Ice
perhaps?
scrapers, yeah.
That sounds professional.
Yeah. So the Michigan ice scrapers are on the ice right now, just clearing off some debris. 9:38 left here in the third period. Michigan with the 2-1 advantage. If they can hold on here, it will be their 15th win of the season.
They know just how important this game is. Coming up against a top 10 team. UMass is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination.
Slouch. UMass is no
sure.
slouch. Well, right now we'll plug the game tomorrow as well. Michigan and UMass will meet again tomorrow. WCBN will be on that call as well, so you know where to find us. Tomorrow that game will be at 4 p.m., so an hour earlier.
If it's going to be anything like this one, you absolutely will not want to miss a second.
Yeah, top 10 hockey matchup. Van Wy looking to take the face-off against number 10 for the UMass Minutemen. It's Josh Lopina. Van Wy loses out to Lopina, and Massachusetts able to send Trevino on a break, but Pearson able to settle it down. Trevino and Pearson fighting along the boards. Portillo, who sees the puck out in front of him, puts his mitt down on it, and it's going to be a face-off in the Michigan zone. .9:26 left here. The scoreboard showing sections 4, 7, and 9 will get a free Cottage Inn pizza tonight.
Lucky
so
them.
Good
I
for
gotta
them.
Say.
It's going to be Beniers taking the faceoff for the Wolverines. He wins it. Back to Power. Power up the side to Kent Johnson, who is unable to clear the zone. Still fighting. Can't get it out. Power now against Waite. Power back to Pearson. Michigan will look to clear it with Brisson, who has it now to Beniers. Beniers loses out. Offgo has it. Gets it up to Trevino, who shoots it in deep, and now it's left with Power to control it. Summers corrals it along the side to Kifuk, and there's no Michigan defender there. Kifuk back up to the point. It's Kessel. Kessel shoots it in wide left. Bollinger knocked around by Brisson. Not able to dispossess him, though, as he tries to shovel it around the boards. It's Summers. Kent Johnson, a little hit from behind along the boards, who is able to finally clear it. And it's going to be Bollinger back to Delgaizo to enter the zone for UMass. Edwards for Michigan, trying to connect with Summers. Summers gets it to Beecher, who leaves it. Almost a costly turnover there. Lebster back out to the point. It's Felix. Felix along the boards. Left for Beecher. Beecher to Samoskevich, and Michigan is able to clear the zone. Passagov now has it along the right wing. Tries to get it to Samoskevich. Samoskevich just wide left. A great opportunity for the Wolverines.
Great look there. Really could have given them absolutely dominating control of this game. Fortunately, will not quite work out for them.
Passagov now in the Michigan defensive zone. 7:48 left here. 2-1 Wolverines. It's going to be Farmer and Mercury who gets upended, but the puck's still with the Minutemen and Donaldson. Now it's Morgan for the Wolverines. Back to Captain Blankenberg to take a deep breath, settle everything down. Lambert loses out to Morrow. Morrow gets it to Lautenbach, who throws it along the boards, and Lambert ends up with it. Tries to sling it along to Morgan, unsuccessful, and it's going to come back to Luke Hughes along the left wing. Hughes to Blankenberg, Blankenberg to Duke. Duke lets it go, and Morgan's going to be able to take it on the break here. Morgan, Lambert, and Hughes on the right side. Morgan looks for the shot himself, and it's going to be a blocker save by Murray. Still in the zone, Dylan Duke. Battling forward on the right side. But the Minutemen now have the puck with Harding, who is able to stave off the Michigan defender, but unable to get a shot on goal. Van Wy now with it in the Michigan defensive zone, who gets pulled down and gets it to Duke out of the zone. Now Owen Power. 1-on-3. Spins around, finds his man, and a fantastic shot there from number 27, Nolan Moyle, but right at the goalie. A nice pass, some good vision there by the number 1 overall pick, Owen Power.
For sure. There's a reason he's the number 1 overall pick. He is legit. He is great.
He can do everything for you. He can defend,
Absolutely.
he can pass, he can score.
Absolutely. Only about 6.5 minutes left in the game. I can't imagine the Minutemen are resting easy. They're, I don't want to call desperate, but they're playing very aggressively. This is a game they do not want to lose, I can tell you.
Like you said, 6:35 left. Estapa taking the faceoff against Lopina, who wins it. Moyle behind the net, gets to Van Wy, off his skate, and Murray's going to ice it. We're going to do it again, folks. 6:24 left. 34 shots for the Wolverines, 25 for UMass. Only one of those ending up in a goal for UMass, 2 of them for Michigan. It's 2-1. Estapa's going to take the faceoff again against Lopina.
Continues to be exact, 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the period.
A scrum after the faceoff ends up with Moyle behind the net for the Wolverines. Gets back to Van Wy, who tries to do a wraparound and is shoved down by number 4, Matthew Kessel, for the Minutemen.
I wonder if we're going to fall over.
Yeah, the net completely topples over onto the goalie Murray. A deliberate push by the UMass player, but I don't think it's going to end up in a penalty. 6:15 left. The referees just left to put the goal back into place with the stanchions.
There we go. Took him a second.
Everything looks to be back in order. Asapa's going to take his 3rd straight faceoff against Josh Lopina, the sophomore from Minooka, Illinois, who's only played in 6 games this year. Michigan
certainly does not show it. He has been having a fantastic game.
Yeah, the top line center, Anaheim Ducks draft pick. Michigan has it with Owen Power on the left wing, who turns it over, but Marcus Stoppa does get to the puck on the right side. Now it's Nolan Moyle, a 2-on-2 with Owen Power. Nolan Moyle shoots it wide right. Owen Power ends up with it, who gets hit from behind by number 26, Felix. No penalty called.
Lots of hard hits there.
Power still with the puck, trying to get it to Beniers, can't. Now Summers left to defend against Waits, the goal scorer for the Minutemen. A shot deflected, left for Portillo to handle with his stick. Estapa tries to get the puck at the point, can't, and Summers leaves it for Power to settle. Beniers looks for Johnson to start the attack for the Wolverines. Johnson initially dispossessed but gets it back. Looks back, finds Summers at the right point. Summers, a deflected shot by Brisson, who tries to go between the legs and almost does it. Gets a shot on net, saved by Murray. Kent Johnson
almost
on the left wing. Edwards back on net. Blocker saved by Murray. Back to the point, and Michigan is dispossessed finally. But Kent Johnson turns him over again. Kent Johnson and Brisson. Kent Johnson between the legs. A little too fancy there. Unable to get a shot on net. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the 3rd period. A 2-1, a tightly contested affair here between the Michigan Wolverines and the UMass Minutemen.
Wolverines up 2-1 with exactly 4.5 minutes left in the period.
Number 73, Ethan Edwards, settling it for the Wolverines. Gives it up to Mackie Samaskevich, who takes it up the right wing. Crosses the halfway line, crosses the blue line, into the zone. He's behind the net. He spins around, looks for a wraparound, and is unsuccessful.
Not going to get it that
Matt
time.
Murray covering the puck with his blocker. 4:11 here in the 3rd period. Michigan out shooting UMass 38-25 now. 4:11 here. Probably guess about maybe 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes before UMass is going to pull their goalie. So Michigan's going to need to dig deep. They're going to need to sink their teeth in.
They could get a bit of extra insurance.
Michigan is challenging, I think challenging a penalty, that there might have been a major penalty earlier. I wonder if this is going to be the one on the boards against Owen Power. Maybe they thought there was a shot from behind. Maybe they thought it was the one behind the net. But it does give Michigan and UMass a rest. It functions as a timeout.
Gives them a chance. Gives them a breather. Lets them work on the game plan for the final 4 minutes of the period.
Yeah.
Absolutely crucial for both teams here.
Yeah, this last 4:11 is going to it's going to mean a lot for both of these teams. Obviously, with another game tomorrow, you want to end the first game with as much momentum as you can. Michigan up 2-1 here. The officials are reviewing a potential major penalty earlier, trying to see on their little monitor I'm trying to see what they're reviewing. I believe it's the hit against Owen Power. Yeah. But so that was the hit on Power, I believe. We'll see. We got a brief replay as all the players are now looking up at it.
Referee's still looking at it, not quite sure what to make of it just yet. They will be showing the replay yet again.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So Owen Power gets toppled into the boards. His back is towards the ice, facing the boards, completely defenseless, and a UMass player runs into him, shoving him against the boards. So Michigan just asking the officials to take a look, seeing if that's a major. If it is, that would be a huge development in this game.
For sure. Regardless of what it ends up being called, I think most people would agree that was a very brutal hit.
Yeah, brutal hit. We said it at the point. I was surprised there wasn't at least a minor penalty at the time, but
we'll see if that changes.
The officials look to be coming back on the ice, and we are awaiting the announcement. So an unsuccessful challenge from Michigan. They lose their timeout. However, the challenge essentially functioned as a timeout for the Wolverines.
Very true.
So
fans, children of Yost, most people in the arena very clearly not happy with that call.
Unhappy, yet Michigan is going to have to finish off this third period 5-on-5. No penalty on the UMass Minutemen. It's going to be Marcus Stoppa taking the faceoff against Josh Lopina.
Still holding on to a 2-1 lead very late in the game.
UMass wins the faceoff. It's going to be Ufko behind the net, who gets it up looking for Trevino. Trevino gets it along the right boards, taps it down. Blankenberg against Lopina. Blankenberg ends up with it, but unable to get it to Luke Hughes. Now it's Royal fighting with Matthew Kessel. Hughes ends up with it. Hughes skates along. Van Wy to his left. Van Wy gets to Estapa, and it's just offsides. The children of Yost are up in arms, but I believe it's the right call. Referee was right there, and it's going to be an offsides against the Wolverines.
Certainly a very close call. I do agree it's the right call, but certainly not as blatant as I think most offsides calls usually are. That was a very close one that I would imagine the referee correctly saw.
3:41 left here in the third period. Matty Beniers loses the faceoff to Anthony Delgaizo. UMass sends it up the left boards. Delgaizo against Power now. Power and Pearson fighting for the puck. Power ends up with it. The 6'5", number 1 overall draft pick. Dumps it, looking for Brisson, able to get it out of the zone. Now it's Morrow for the Minutemen. Michigan has it with Brisson. Brisson to Beniers. Brisson back, and he scores. Brandon Brisson's second goal of the day. That looks like it's going to seal the deal for the Wolverines. Brisson had a 2-on-1 with Beniers to his left. Passed it to Beniers. Beniers back to Brisson, who gets a little deflection, a little help along the way, but the goals all count the same, Ryan. It's 3-1 Wolverines, and the goal-scoring line living up to their name today, scoring 3 goals.
Beautiful shot. Absolutely love how that went in. Oh, they're showing the replay. Just an absolute beautiful goal.
I think Brisson might have even been his initial shot was probably going to go left of the goal, which might have actually ended up back with Beniers, but he gets the deflection. It goes in, counts the same. His second goal of the day. Michigan again with another shot from Samiskevich, which gets saved, but now with a 3-1 advantage.
You love an insurance goal like that, especially so late. You know, UMass really running out of time this period to make something happen, to tie it up, and when that happens, makes it even harder.
2 goals today for Brendan Brisson, along with his 1 assist. Matty Beniers, 2 assists today, so that's a combined, let's see here, if I can do my math right. 7 points for the Michigan line of Brisson, Beniers, and Kent Johnson. UMass has it behind the net with 2.5 minutes left to go here.
Some fans, it seemed, wanted a call there after a trip, a hit. Not quite sure what happened. My view was unfortunately blocked.
Blankenberg has it, gets it to Duke. Duke to Morgan along the block M. Lambert up the right side. UMass now has it with Lopina. Lopina against Owen Power. Drops off for Ufko. Gets blocked. Now Lambert trying to get out of the zone. Can't. UMass keeps it in. It's Trevino. Trevino cross ice to Kessel. Kessel spins around. Centers it into the middle. And Portillo is able to save it on his belly. Able to keep it out. Gets the applause from the Yost faithful here.
Excellently played defensive sequence there.
Yeah. Owen Power dribbling it up by himself along the right wing. He'll skate it back. Give it back to Jack Summers. And Owen Power will get off the ice. 1.5 minutes left here for the Wolverines and the Minutemen. It's 3-1 Michigan. Ethan Edwards shoots it in deep, trying to find Estapa, unable to do so. Minutemen have control. 1:15 left here in the third period. Summers battling, and it's going to be an icing call. Summers gets the benefit of the doubt.
Michigan has just absolutely dominated this period. They have 40 shots compared to UMass's 26. Michigan came out, I think they made all the right adjustments, at the end of the second period, because this one has been all Wolverines. UMass really doesn't feel like they've had much of a chance.
Yeah, Michigan, like you said, outshooting the Minutemen 15-5 this period. So definitely taking the upper hand. They were aggressive. Didn't let this game slip away from them. And Michigan just has a minute left, and they can secure a 3-1 victory. Just a reminder to join us again tomorrow at 4 p.m. for a Sunday matinee rematch between Michigan and UMass. Another top 10 matchup. And if it's anything like this one, you will not want to miss it.
Really cannot believe how exciting this game has been. I mean, as we've said multiple times, but worth repeating, Michigan scores on not their very first shot, but the very first shot of the game on either UMass or Michigan side. UMass, able to tie it up late in the first period. A very defensively, evenly matched second period, and this third period has been all Michigan, really.
Yeah,
more shots on goal, more, I would say, better control of the puck, and certainly more goals.
Great job by both goalies here today, Portillo and Murray.
Only 1:12 left in the game. Really do not see much of a chance for the Minutemen here, but of course, knock on wood, never say never.
UMass slings it up. Dealt with by Hughes. Hughes to Moyle. And there looks to be a player down for UMass. Blankenberg standing over him. And I think it is number 8, Bobby Trevino, who is injured. This is the captain. A cross check against the captain, Blankenberg. Only a minute left in the game, but not something you like to see out of your captain.
Certainly not.
Little captain-on-captain crime there.
He is, thankfully he seems to have gotten up. He seems to be skating just fine. The UMass player, I believe.
Yeah, Michigan with a 1:01 left to kill on this penalty.
In the game.
Yeah, 1:01 left in the game, but 1:01 left. Michigan's got to be careful not to let up an early goal here and give UMass any window back into the game. Kessel has it at the point for the Minutemen. Shoots it on goal, gets deflected. Doesn't end up making it to Portillo. And it leaves the zone. Kessel back tomorrow, 45 seconds left.
UMass has pulled their goalie. It is a 6-on-4 opportunity right now.
6-on-4 for Michigan. Or for UMass, beg my pardon.
Yeah. Apology. Oh!
As Pastajov gets rocked, but Michigan has it, and they're going to score another one. An empty netter for number 17, Johnny Beecher, the junior. It's going to be Michigan's 4th goal today.
There's no such thing as a sure thing in sports usually, but I think this is about as close as you can get. Going up 4-1 with 28.3 seconds left. Although they will be shorthanded for the remaining 28 seconds, I really don't see a chance for the Minutemen to recuperate this 3-goal deficit so late in the game.
So Johnny Beecher scores an empty netter for the Wolverines, their 4th goal of the day. It's going to be assisted by Michael Pastajov. So it's good for that line to get a goal. Michigan up 4-1 here with 28 seconds left. Looking to just stick handle a little bit, pass it around.
UMass really not seeing much of a point either. This game is over.
It's going to be offsides against the Wolverines there with 13.7 seconds left. Ryan, if you were going to pick a player of the game today, who would you pick as a player of the game?
Very hard, but honestly, I think I got to go Eric Portillo, the goalie. He was a real difference maker, apart from the 1 goal at the end of the first period. I mean, 26 saves today, no small feat. He was everywhere for this Michigan team. He was breaking up plays. He was making great saves. Just doing an excellent job all day. And continuing, even with seconds left, making 2 great last-second saves.
Another save there by Portillo. That's going to end it here. The Wolverines are victorious, 4-1 against the University of Massachusetts Minutemen. Michigan advances to 15-6-1 on the season, while UMass drops to 14-5-2. Anything else you got, Ryan?
I really cannot picture a better third period for Michigan there. They came out and they dominated. Simply put as that. I really don't have any other words to say other than just a complete domination of the Minutemen for those last 20 minutes on rink. Obviously, score 3 crucial goals. It really makes this game feel, a bit more lopsided than it really was for a good majority of it.
Yeah, definitely. Score ends up being unrepresentative of the game. A very tightly contested matchup here, but Michigan wins 4-1. We thank you for joining us on our WCBN coverage, and we hope to see you again tomorrow for Abe Weiner and Ryan Dolson. Happy New Year, and go Blue.
Go Blue.